Hello everybody, welcome to Deluxe Collectibles, and today we're going to be doing a quick video here for the two brand new LEGO Idea sets that were just approved, and these are two pretty good choices, I would say. I'm honestly not really too interested in either of them. There's one that I may consider picking up, but the other one I don't have as much of an interest in, but I can definitely really appreciate the designs for both of them pretty equally. And the first one that we have is probably the one that everyone's most excited for, not to like disrespect the other project. Of course, that one has its own audience also, but for this one here, I've seen it just talked about a little bit more, and it is the Sonic Mania Green Hill Zone, and this one was created by Toaster Girl as well, so congratulations to them for being approved here to have this be an actual LEGO set, because this was one from the previous round of ideas, and it was kind of put on like a waiting list basically, where it was that LEGO was considering it, but they didn't exactly know 100% if they were going to put it into development, but now it seems like it has reached that point, so I'm very excited for this one, just to get to see the concept of it, because of course we did receive that LEGO Dimension Sonic the Hedgehog pack, but we haven't received anything since then, so I think it's really exciting that we're going to get a set here. Now, one thing that I find a little disappointing, and I understand why they did this, because they don't really have any of the other Sonic characters in this set design here, and of course this is just the actual designer, like the person who submitted it, their idea for the set here, so of course there are going to be changes when we actually get the full official reveal of LEGO's version of the set that will be available for purchase, of course. So I would like to see maybe if they could potentially add some of the other characters, Knuckles, maybe even Tails. I think that would probably be the most realistic one that they could potentially add, but I understand because Ideas doesn't really do a whole lot of like new molds unless they're going to really turn it into like a whole like theme of its own, which I do think Sonic honestly has the potential to have something like that, because it is a fairly large franchise, I would say, and since the release of the movie, I feel like people have been talking about it more and more, and of course the Sonic Mania game was also fairly popular also, but I would say just judging the set based on the design that was submitted here now, I think it honestly does look pretty good. I like the Dr. Eggman mech, I think that looks pretty cool, and then just Sonic looks pretty good as well, like the minifigure there, of course, it's a slightly different tone for the blue there, so I think that looks really great because it just matches up a little bit better, I'd say, with the Sonic Mania design. So I really do like this one, and I think it's a really great concept and idea for a set. Now, the next set that we have here that was approved for LEGO Ideas is the Vincent Van Gogh right here, the Starry Night, and this one was created by LEGO Truman, and I did look, and they have a lot of other really cool projects as well. I saw they have a Spirited Away one, which I'm pretty sure was also in one of the phases for like being potentially turned into a set, and then I also saw My Neighbor Totoro one as well, so some really great designs from this creator, so I had some fun looking at that as well, but I think this one is a really cool design. Now, for me personally, it's not something that appeals to me too much. Of course, I'm aware of the Starry Night painting. It's like arguably one of the most famous paintings of all time, and I think it does look really great here translated into LEGO. Of course, this design could potentially wind up being altered when we eventually get the final set, and I know a big discussion is whether or not we'll wind up getting the figure of Van Gogh, so I'm not sure if that's going to wind up being something that we actually get in the set, because of course you can see it here in the concept, and I think it looks great, but I don't know if LEGO will wind up just keeping it only to the actual painting, so I'm not too sure at this point. Of course, it's very hard to predict something like that, but I do hope we get the minifigure included along with the build here, but honestly, I don't think there's too much you have to do with this build. I'm sure LEGO will obviously make their own alterations to it, and probably improve upon it as well, but I'd say how it looks now, it does look really fantastic, and is a great representation of it, and I also really love the little painter's easel as well, with the print of the painting there. I think that looks really great also to kind of scale it down with the actual minifigures, so I really love the concept of this one, and I think it is a pretty good choice. I know there were a lot of other choices that people really wanted to be chosen, of course, and there were ones that I was interested in also, like Avatar The Last Airbender, the Ratatouille set. I mean, there were quite a few, but I am still glad that this one got chosen, because I think it does have a great design, and you can tell this person had a lot of passion for their project. Alright, now that's going to conclude my video here for these two LEGO idea sets, and I know I didn't spend a lot of time kind of reflecting on the other sets that didn't get chosen. I didn't honestly really want to spend the video kind of talking about that because I can recognize, of course, everybody who submitted put a ton of work into all of their projects, but I just didn't really want to linger on what didn't get chosen because I think there's always another opportunity for another set to be made eventually down the line, or for a submission to be resubmitted and then kind of altered in some sort of way. So I think there's always another opportunity for it, but I know, of course, there were some sets that a lot of people really wanted to be translated. Avatar: The Last Airbender, that set, the Ratatouille set. I know Ash and Flash's Fall Guys one as well was a really great submission. So there were some really great options here. I can't say that I'm going to pick up the two that got chosen. I might consider the Sonic one because I am interested in Sonic. I know of the property. The Starry Night one, I can appreciate it, but it's not something that I feel like I need in my collection. But I still don't think by any means that these were bad choices, because I think the majority of the LEGO Ideas submissions are all really well done projects. So just congratulations to the two people who got their projects chosen, and also just congratulations to the other people for having their projects hit 10K to even be considered for this. So just, I hope that everybody did enjoy this video here. That's all I've got to say right here. I don't want to linger on too much more in this video, but if you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like. Also subscribe as well if you want to check out some of my other content. That would be highly appreciated. So thank you so much. I'll see you all next time, and always remember, keep on collecting.